Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Scrap and Melt channel. We got us a variety of stuff to do today. Got that bad boy there. It's a garden auger. This guy here, obviously just a fan. I'm gonna check that, check the motor, a little bit of wiring, another transformer. Take the motor out of that, take the aluminum off that. Pretty simple stuff. We'll get back to you when I get all that apart, and we'll find out if we got some copper or not, and what we got, if it's worth our while. Another thing we're gonna check. Nope. Big old no. No stainless. So basically, just gonna take the copper out of it, and it gets thrown in the shred. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Same with that thing, except for it's got a little aluminum on it. Let's get started, and I'll see you guys shortly. And just so you don't think I'm wasting your time with just that. Dun, 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 dun. 36-inch oven. And a 30-inch oven to boot. Yeah, I started doing a little more accumulation of scrap. Not much. But I'm working on it. I'm getting back in the groove. I had a few setbacks and things I had to take care of. But now we're here, we're back here and we're getting back scrapping. And yeah, it's getting cold out, so that's no bueno. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta make that money. And work's been awfully busy, and I can't turn down work because you only get it when you get it. Yeah. Just how it is with construction. Anyway, let's find what we can find on these guys here and get started. Okie dokie, we got everything scrapped out. So what did we find? We found that this thing was mostly steel. But why did I take it apart? The size of that wire. That was in the handle. There's a motor from the fan. Motor from the thingamajigger, the garden auger, copper. This thing, I have no clue. I've never seen one like this. I'm guessing it's pressed. I'm gonna give it a few whacks against at some point. This one unscrews, but you can see right in there it's copper. So that's a nice little copper motor to be taken apart. Not bad for probably about 10 minutes worth of work. I sat through 2 Grateful Dead songs, not even long ones. Not even a whole song, the second one. Not even a quarter of the way through, so probably about 10 minutes worth of time. Got the steel. Next, I'm going to drag in that bad boy of an oven there, and we'll go over what we can take off of that and what we find. Gotta make a little room here. So, let me do that and I'll be back with you guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw these copper motors somewhere. I have a bucket full of them. There they are. And, over the winter when I'm slow and I got nothing else going on, just gonna whack apart copper motors one day. So that's what we're gonna do. More trash. There's also some brass and stuff that needs to be cut apart in there. But that's what we found, minus the thing I just threw in there. The wire, a little bit of over there. A little bit of wire from that stuff, not much. Brass that needs to be going through. It's actually dirty brass. Yeah, that's what happens. Stuff just piles up sometimes, people. But anyway, let me make a little room, get this bad boy in here, that big stove, 36-incher, and we'll get a time-lapse set up after I show you what I'm going to probably take off of it, because I don't even know if I'm going to do a time-lapse. I'm going to go over everything. I'm going to take over how I'm going to do it, and we'll go from there, because otherwise this video is going to be long as heck. And we don't want that. We don't need that. But we got a lot of scrap, and I got to get rid of this stuff because I got a whole pile over there filled. The only other thing that came off of here is the board, and even a good board. So, but what are you going to do? So what I'm going to do, for the wire, my wire bucket to be cleaned. I'll clean the wires off that, throw that in the bucket, and then pull that in here, and we'll get started on that. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Whew, so I got this beast in here. Alright, first off, your grates are no longer here because they're in my cast iron pile. Cast iron. Toppers, cast iron. The little pieces under here, they're, sorry. Losing words here, people. I'm losing words. They're cast aluminum. Alright. So that's like your main thing. Door, don't worry about it. Door's steel and crap. We're gonna see if this is stainless. That's another thing. Next thing you want to grab, if you're not gonna grab everything, your cord. Some brass fittings here. Some brass fittings there. Pieces of aluminum. Chunk of aluminum here. That's probably not aluminum, it's probably breakage, because it does have steel on it, but it's still more than what the steel's worth, so take it. I'm gonna pop this back off. Screws, bunch of screws. We'll pop this off. There's wiring and stuff under here. And when we get to the access panel, other than that, it's a basic oven on the front. Everybody's seen ovens. Fancy. It's just huge. It's nothing crazy. Dang. Even these expensive ones, I'm sure these people paid a lot of money for this oven. Ain't even real stainless. So, let me get this back popped off here, and let's see what else we can find underneath the panel. Okay. A couple screws pops that back. Well, a couple, more than a couple. Bunch of screws pops that back off. Be careful there, because I had to cut the back off because that screw is all stripped out from someone going in here already. Anyway, here's your nuts and bolts of everything that's good. Get your wiring. So we got more cord. We're going to grab this aluminum tubing. We're just going to cut it real quick. These are usually copper motors on here. So we got them. Copper motor. Bunch of wiring. Another transformer. So that's mainly what I'm going to take out of here. And if you like silver, these touch button screens have silver in them. A little bit of different process to process that. And that might be a piece of aluminum, I don't know. Ooh, that is a piece of aluminum. We're going to try and get that aluminum off there. Other than that, some more screws, and we're going to pop these motors off, and that's about it. That's aluminum. Your copper motors. I'll cut that aluminum off there because I keep the piping. Because I get so many of these, I do them all the time. And that's what I'm going to do real quick. And that's how you quick gut one of these things. Less than 10 minutes it took me off the camera, because on the camera it took forever to get all the goods off this. And it's just one panel. Some aluminum breakage, 2 motors, some aluminum transformer. Sorry. If you're into the silver part of it, every one of these, all them traces are silver. So we got that. A giant piece of extrusion, a little bit more breakage, a little bit of brass on there if we take it off more, and then the giant chunk of steel, which will all go. Everything else that's in there, I ain't dealing with it. Oh, and a nice amount of wire. So within, I don't know, half an hour today, I've almost filled up a quarter bucket of wire. Multi different wires, but it's got to go through, but still, quarter bucket of wire in about an hour. Not bad. Plus all the other crap we got. And like I said, I'm gonna throw that all in a bucket and we'll take the motors apart later. So on to the next oven, hit one more, and then that's it. Yeah, done cleaning everything up. There's all the wires. There's the cast aluminum pieces I was talking about from underneath the burners. Those guys there. Oh. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it's steel and it went on the truck. So I'm gonna call this a day. I'll see you guys on the next one. Be safe. Thank you for watching. Be good and find what you can find out there. I mean, scrap everywhere. It's all worth it. Look at this giant plate of 50-cent piece of aluminum, if not more, from that oven. That was unexpected. But hey, I'll take it 50 cents at a time. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.